Started the show, all I can tell you, it may not mean a hill of beans to you. I've never in my 19 years in this town had more respect for the Lions than right now. And I know there's been years they've made the playoffs, or maybe years you thought they were better, but I've never seen them better built for long-term success. I've never felt like a coach had a real grip on this thing. Like, look, Dan Campbell at 1-6 is not Dan Campbell today. And his team helped resurrect what was quickly his fading job prospects, because realistically, he was a couple of weeks away from real trouble. And it started and ended with beating Green Bay. It started here beating Green Bay that day. And it finished by going to their place and ending their season. And it makes me sad because, again, I'm not trying to depress you guys, but you are a playoff team. You are. Like, if I put you on a field with Jacksonville, not just because you already beat them by 40, but you could beat that team. Like, you could beat the Giants. You could beat Seattle. You could beat Minnesota. You could beat the Cowboys or the Bucks. Like, you're a playoff team. You belong there. But your sins of opening up 1-6.
Think they beat the Cowboys?
I think so. Rico, Dak has thrown 11 interceptions in the last, 7 weeks? Yeah, since Thanksgiving, 11 picks.
But they played the Cowboys, and it wasn't close.
Yeah, but they're a different team now.
Fair.
Hey, no offense. The Cowboys just went out and got hit with a chair by the Commanders and Sam Howell. What was that? Dak, 14 of 37?
Yeah, at that point, it was just sit Dak. There was no point of playing in this game. I guess they were trying to go for the number 1 overall seed.
Yeah.
But about halfway in the first quarter, yep, not our day. Here you go, Dak. Have a seat.
But no, I guess my emotion is I'm just kind of bummed out. But what is yours? Maybe you're thrilled. Maybe this was the better ending. You beat Rodgers, end his season, finish the year on a dub, versus go to Frisco and maybe get pounded on. I don't know.
Could be anger. Could be the what could have beens. You look back at it's kind of like losing a close game, and you look at every play, and if this person would have made this first down, if they would have did this or got this pick, and you look at the season and you look at the games and say, my goodness, if we wouldn't have done this bonehead play, if this would have happened, if it was scored.
You sound like a Michigan fan. Let me just go to Justin to open up the 3 o'clock 97.1. Hi, Justin.
Gentlemen, good afternoon.
Let's give you one to start 3 o'clock. All right. What's up?
All right. So, I mean, I'm all this doom and gloom, people talking about not making the top 100. I mean, screw all that, all right? I'm riding the ayahuasca high today of Aaron Rodgers possibly ending his career with an interception to a rookie on the Detroit Lions. That team, we did that. It feels good.
It should.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to see Kirby Joseph anytime soon, because Kirby dropped 2 interceptions in the game. So
right.
it could have been a lot worse. But, yeah, and the look on Rodgers' face when Kirby got the interception, he wanted to blame somebody and was like, Aaron, you threw the ball. Okay? He was just wanting to yell. If you guys pretend, he was yelling at his teammates.
You saw that too?
I did. I was like, you threw it. Why are you yelling at your teammates? You're the one who said, I'm going to throw this deep. Watch me make this magic happen. I've said it all for the longest, Justin. He's not the same. Like Russell Wilson's not the same. Like Tom Brady's not the same. I think their time is come and gone.
Yeah, I haven't heard anyone else bring it up. I mean, that could be his. Obviously, it's his last play as a Packer, but that could be his last play of his career. And it's an interception, man. And it just feels good. It feels so good.
Justin, he's too arrogant to leave like that. He's
think?
Yeah. If he retires, it'll be the Tom Brady retirement, and I'm back.
Plus,
Right.
you also
Brett
listen.
Favre, his predecessor.
Here's
Yes.
the other thing too. I mean, there are 2 different ways to retire. You can retire because you're going to leave and go enjoy your life, or you can do the do where I just don't want to be here.
Right.
And just kidding, I'll go somewhere else.
See, I think like J.J. Watt, I don't think is coming back.
Can I tell you? Can I tell you? What a look at me. I wasn't hugged enough as a child. Did you see what he did?
The man retired.
I wasn't prepared for this morning. Look at this picture my brother sent me privately. and all of you can now bask in my bathwater. I love you, brothers.
He just wanted to share it with the people.
Go away! Here's me with a whole TV crew showing you how charitable I am. Hey, sick child, are the cameras here? Here's a toy. Hey, Rico, get out!
That's what JJ did in Houston
that's
when they
who he
had
is.
the flood.
Look at
Look
me.
at me.
Look at me. Look at what a charitable SOB I am. Look at me.
He just retired.
Get out.
His son was there, David.
Oh, really? He retired with 2 weeks to go. Why? Look at me.
It was
Look
at
me.
It was the last home game.
Hey, you know what? Right there. Get out. Him and Russell Wilson belong on Phony Island.
You know what?
Oh.
BCB.
Did you see Russ after the game?
What?
Oh, year 12 for me starts tomorrow at 5:30. Like,
hey,
dude.
Seattle,
well, you know
we
what?
got a deal.
David,
I hate these guys.
maybe you shouldn't talk, David.
Why?
I forgot the Steeler who did the sack dance. And
Yeah, I would say that, you know what? For the grief that Thibodeau caught for doing snow angels next to what was Nick Foles,
Right.
I don't think this week was a CPR celebration week, David.
Hey, start my heart again.
Holy,
Oops.
and I'm not telling you there was any malice, but can we read the room?
Mistakes were made.
Holy hell.
I thought the same thing because I'm watching it. I'm like,
No.
What are you doing?
No. If I'm Tomlin, I'm like, no, get up. But, JJ is a man of the people. His son was there the last game. His son, first and last game his son would ever see him play in Arizona, except his son won't remember any of it.
Russell Wilson and J.J. Watt are 1 and 1A, part of an entry in the Phony Derby.
No.
Get lost.
The Lions put out one, and that's Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, fine. Then they're 2 and 2B. Let's go to Robbie. 97.1. What's up, Robbie?
Hey guys, how you doing today? I'm really happy to talk to you.
What's up?
Hey man, I was the guy who called after the first Packer game and was talking about grit and balls, and I couldn't be happier today to see the end of Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. It was ridiculous how they acted too. Did you see what Rasul Douglas did and Quay Walker? And it was a total meltdown.
Well, Quay Walker, they got to get control. That's the second time this year he has shoved a team personnel staffer and been ejected. What are you doing?
It's like Quay, he's going for the guy. He's doing his job. He moved you out the way. And I guess his exception was, you don't touch me, but...
Well, he was raised by Chicago.
Okay.
That's from the Juwan point of view. You don't touch me.
Yeah.
Even though I saw Juwan's hands all over Izzo.
You saw the handshake line. Okay.
Come here, brother. I want to hold you. He's like, basically, oh, here, Tom, stop and talk. I thought you didn't put your hands on coaches.
But I
was told.
Yeah, but I think that was, once again, kind of like the Steelers. You may want to read the room because you look at what the staff did to save a life. When they rush out there, they need you to get out the way because they don't know how serious this injury is.
If the person's not in a uniform, you don't touch them.
Right.
It's not a hard rule.
Let them do their job.
And what about Rasul Douglas?
I have no understanding.
And grabbing the ball or something.
Listen, for once it was the other team doing stupid things. You played rock-solid football. And a defense that started the year, as Rico says, not being able to force a punt, was able to go into Lambeau and hold them under 20 points.
And the thing about Douglas was that wasn't the penalty.
No.
Him grabbing the ball and throwing it, it was late. He pushed one of the offensive linemen. But I was like, what? Why did you just do? What are you doing?
I got one last thing, guys. Thanks.
Yeah.
I think this is how a dynasty starts today. And we could be talking about this day 5 years from now. And I think the players want to play here. And to tell you the truth, I think the coaches do too. So I'm not worried about Ben Johnson going anywhere this year.
No, I listen, I brought it up because, Robbie, we're in an offensive renaissance. You're more likely to hire a coach who's 35 than 55 and there are jobs opening up left and right. I'm not telling you it's happening. I'm saying that if I were in Arizona and I have to rehabilitate Kyler Murray, Ben Johnson gets an interview. I saw what Minnesota did hiring 36-year-old Kevin O'Connell. I see Staley in the playoffs. It's McDaniel in the playoffs. Like, just be aware. It's a good thing when people want your coaches.
Did McDaniel save his job?
I just prefer to block that entire game from my mind.
Or is that the sword of Damocles?
I feel like they're going to get roasted by the Bills.
And then he's fired.
Because if I'm Sean Payton, I'm not taking the Denver job. Why the hell would I want that? When I can go to Miami. And that's who Ross wanted anyways when they tried to link Peyton with Brady.
New Orleans is working with the Broncos. They're not. I don't think they would work with Miami. They would fleece Miami.
But they want a first-round pick is what I've heard for Sean Payton.
Right.
Denver doesn't have one.
It's amazing.
But apparently Denver was like, okay, what else you need?
Yeah, wow. That's crazy.
But if they dealt with Miami, I think the asking price would be like 3 first-round picks.
And you take Russell Wilson back. Let's go to Will on a cell. What's up, Will?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good, buddy.
I'm going to make it quick, but I just want to put this out there because you've talked about it a couple of times. But the change that we've seen in Dan Campbell, and I think it was really exemplified in, I believe, what was our final drive when he declined the offside penalty in order to force Green Bay to take a timeout.
Yes.
That just, to me, summarized how hard he's working at becoming a better head coach.
Yes. And Will, that's all it takes in my world. Show me you're learning from your mistakes. Show me you learn the tricks of the trade. And it's important. Like, I know, Will, we all look at what player did what or what play call, but it's so much deeper than that. There's the little things. Mm-hmm. And that's, it matters. And when you guys get in big games, real big games, it's going to matter even more.
Yes, so thank you for letting me make the call and enjoy the show. Have a good one.
Appreciate it, man.
Anytime, Will.
Absolutely.